If you want to be a nurse and you have zero healthcare experience and you haven't taken many classes, I'm here to tell you.
You're gonna have to go to a 4 years bachelor's program.
Well,
You're gonna have perfect grades.
well,
You're gonna have to have healthcare experience before you start school.
okay, so all of the things I said are complete lies, but I will tell you what the truth is. To become a nurse, you should have a heart that cares for people. Getting into nursing school is going to be tough, but it's possible even without perfect grades. There are several paths into nursing: LPN, ADN, RN, BSN, and programs can range from 6 months to 4 years. Hello, hi, I'm Tiff. I am a BSN RN who switched careers in my mid-30s into nursing, and I can help my fellow misfits and untraditional students enter into the nursing field, crush nursing school classes and clinicals, and I can also help my current healthcare heroes learn about healthcare related business and make their exodus out of bedside.
If that's what you want, you know.
This video is part 1 of a 2-part series for my ladies and gentlemen who want to be a nurse but they have no clue where to start and they don't have healthcare experience. In this video, I'm actually going to ask you a few questions, and I'm actually going to give you some homework too, okay? So grab a pen and paper. All of this is going to work to kind of create a healthy and realistic expectation of healthcare. So we're going to get the record straight in 3 layers. The first layer is getting to know yourself. The second layer is going through your sphere of influence and finding relatives, friends, colleagues that are nurses and talking to them about their experience. And the third layer is doing a little internet research to see what the larger world of nursing is like in 2025. So we all know that nursing school is crazy difficult at times. It is a big investment of your time, your energy, and your money. So setting realistic expectations as the first step is very important. I think a lot of people enter nursing with this idea in their head that is not really accurate. And so they spend months to years and go into debt to pay for nursing school. And when they graduate and work as a nurse, they are very disappointed when they're faced with the reality of what nursing is like in America. Layer number 1 is time for some self-reflection. We're going to do some soul searching, okay? Do you genuinely want to help people? Do you have a heart to aid and serve those who are vulnerable? Will you do the right thing even when nobody is watching? Do you have integrity? Truly only you know if these things are true or false about yourself, but you have to take a really hard look in the mirror before you even start this journey, because number 1 and most importantly, people's lives are going to be in your hand. And number 2, nursing school is hard work, and being a nurse is even harder. It's not always glamorous. It's often not glamorous. And if you're only interested because of like the nursing aesthetic or the earning potential, you may find yourself disappointed in both at the end of the road. So, you know, definitely identify your reason why. And of course, money can be a part of it. Like, nursing is one of the best investments. You're going to get a return on investment very quickly. The money is there once you begin working, but the level of responsibility that you have and the privilege of caring for people and the work that goes into getting that finish line of graduation and passing your NCLEX, that's going to require a deeper level of motivation than just financial. It's going to need you to have a deeper reason why. So what is your deeper reason why you want to be a nurse? And this will help you when you start to write, your application essays and things like that. But think about your why. And some other stuff to ponder is, who do you want to work with? If you could wave a magic wand and voila, you're a nurse, you're in the real world, who do you want to work with? Like, if you're honest with yourself, you can probably think of a certain population that you're very excited to work with or that you want to learn more more about. So maybe, babies and kids are really your jam, or maybe working with the elderly just makes a light go off inside your head and you love being around their wisdom and their wit. Or maybe you'd love to be in an operating room that's fast paced and you get to learn from surgeons and work with them. You want to start to think about your preferences, your likes and dislikes, because it could help you figure out a specialty area. Keep in mind, you gotta keep an open mind, because once you start nursing school and get some experience, those preferences can change with exposure and experience. So just keep that in mind. All right, so the second layer, this is when you're talking to people that you know personally, like flesh and blood people, preferably your family, your friends, other people that you've had exposure to, people you've gone to school with. You wanna get a realistic idea of what it's like for them working in healthcare. So if you can shadow them at their job, that would be amazing. If you can volunteer somewhere near an organization that they work with or at their hospital, that would be amazing. You want to ask them how long they've been doing what they do, what their position is, what their day-to-day looks like. Ask them what they love and what they hate both. And what's the most frustrating aspect of your job and what's the most rewarding aspect. All right, and then we have layer 3. Layer 3 is the internet. I'm gonna warn you, it's wild out there. It is a good source of information for real life nurses in different areas of the country and even areas of the world if you're interested in doing international nursing. So YouTube, Reddit, allnurses.com, and various nurse blogs and organizations, they can be a good source of information about the current state of healthcare as a whole, and they can be a good source of information for your specific specialty. So a day in the life for a labor and delivery nurse is gonna look totally different from a psych nurse. It's going to look totally different from a nurse that works in the OR. Like when their day starts, how long their days are, what their daily tasks are, is going to be completely different. That's the beauty in the internet, is that you can find nurses that are in these specialties and see what does it look like. Now keep in mind, it can be a double-edged sword. There are a lot of nurses that are very frustrated, that are very burnt out, that are very angry at the system, and their experiences and their opinions are valuable, they are valid, and they are important. Our healthcare system is very broken, but you want to temper the negative experiences with nurses and nursing content that is happy, that is about nurses who have found their perfect spot in healthcare and they're passionate about what they do. Believe it or not, they do exist. We are in an era of rage right now because there's a lot that's wrong, but there are nurses who genuinely love their job, and you want to see that content as well, especially like day in the life videos. Also, going on websites like Reddit or even like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can find real-time, updated, relevant pay info on what different categories of nurses make in different areas. And you can maybe even look up your own specific area, because those national averages, a nurse that works in Louisiana is not making what a nurse makes in New York, is not making what a nurse makes in California. So you do want to find things that are specific to your state and your local region if possible, and make sure you have a good idea of like what is the earning potential as well. So after you do these 3 layers of what I call reality checking, I would say next you want to think about the type of nursing program that's going to fit your life and your family needs. So there are so many paths into nursing, from diploma programs to 4-year BSNs, accelerated programs, direct entry programs, even graduate programs, okay? In my next video, part 2, I'm going to go over the differences in all these different types of nursing, including the requirements to get in, how much money you're going to make when you graduate, how long it's going to take you to graduate, and benefits and drawbacks. So I'm going to link that video here once it's done. And I will ask you very humbly to please like this video and subscribe to this channel. If you like nursing content that is inspiring you to get to your next level, whatever that may be, we're locked in. We're locked in. Remember that I believe in you. You are incredible, and you can really do anything that you put your mind to, okay? All right. See you in the next video.